Sedan appears to be the preferred body style choice among EV buyers in Malaysia. They are more efficient, they are more stylish, and they are sleeker compared to their SUV counterparts. And in Malaysia, if you have a budget of around 200,000 ringgit, you don't have a lot of choices. There's the Tesla Model 3, BYD Seal, and now there's this, the Aura 07.
I gotta find the motive, play forward, watch every sequence bit by bit, cause this is my own investigation.
Hello everybody, this is Adrian for WapCar.my and I'm all about the details. This is the Aura 07, GWM's latest 4-door electric fastback.
Yeah, that's what they call it, but it's actually a 4-door sedan.
Now, you can see that the design very much resembles the Aura Good Cat. That's because it uses the same design language of retro-futuristic, yeah. And it's designed by the same guy, Emmanuel Derta, who used to work at design teams in Porsche. So you can see there's a lot of kind of Porsche-inspired elements into this. The side profile resembles like a Porsche Panamera. The front has a little bit of 911 look to it, especially this. This design of the 07, it's very split reviews. There's a lot of people who like it, there are people who absolutely dislike it. I myself personally, I think it looks hideous in photos, but in person it actually looks not too bad. Because the proportions and all that, it doesn't really show in pictures. You have to actually look it in person to appreciate some of the details. For example, that the headlights inside there's some intricate patterns, and the rear tail lamps has a very kind of a rich contrast to it. Overall, I think this is something that you want to stand out in. It's not something to blend in. Yeah, not for everyone, I guess. Looking from the side, the 18-inch alloys is a telltale sign that this is the single motor, front motor, long range version, giving up to 204 horsepower and 340 Nm of torque and an estimated driving range of 650 km based on the NEDC. If you look at an Aura 07 wearing 19-inch alloys, that would mean that it's the dual motor performance variant with 408 horsepower and 680 Nm of torque. That has an estimated range of 500 km based on the NEDC. Stepping inside, I think they've also taken some design inspirations from the VAG group. This center stack here, you know, reminds me of what car? The Bugatti Chiron. Yeah, Bugatti Chiron's kind of console here, and I love it. This is very intuitive because everything is just within reach and it's very easy for you to control. These are all the shortcut keys for your climate control and the drive mode. I would say that it'll be nicer if all these kind of heated for the screens. This can be swapped over to, let's say, controlling the volume, playing the next song for the infotainment system. I think this would be perfect. Now, speaking of the infotainment system, I think this is where the money's at. Previously in the Aura Good Cat, that one, the instrument cluster and infotainment system is a bit lacking. This one here is crisp, it's intuitive, easy to use, and very quick to respond. And there's just plenty of customizations that you get to play with, the ambient lighting, the different settings for the heads-up display. I think this is really, really well sorted out. Now, the instrument cluster, there are 3 dials, resembles again a Porsche, but that one they have 5 dials. But this one, the layout is very much inspired by them, I would say. The displays are very crisp, and when you turn on the ADAS system, the center screen here shows all the driving lines, the different vehicles around you. I think this is a fantastic setup. Other bits in here include the air vents. They actually have an oscillating function, just like your air cons at home. Once you select the automatic, move left and right, it'll just oscillate or up and down, depending on what's your preference. I think this is very, very cool. I've never seen it in any cars before. I think the cabin designer of the Aura 07 is a very thoughtful person. The designer is trying to help you to get another half because there's absolutely no space for the cabin. Like, because of this floating center stack here, there's no cubby space for you to put your loose items. There's only one little storage space here, but once you put one phone, some keys, that's filled up already. The center armrest is also not very sizable, only one cup holder, and the side door bins don't fit a large size water bottle. So what this means is that you need to ask your passenger to help you hold your stuff, and both of you can share one drink together. Seated in the back seat, I have the front seat adjusted to my usual driving position and I'm 175 cm tall. I have about 4 tennis balls worth of knee room, nearly 4. Amazing. Space and a footwell aplenty. This one, there's a little bit of a hump, but it doesn't stop me from sliding it easily. Amenities in here include 2 back pockets, rear air vents, 2 USB charging ports, 1 Type A and Type C, and there's a place for you to place your phone there. So the armrest, 2 cup holders, but you don't get reclining adjustments for the seats. Now over here they get a massive roof that goes all the way back there. Can be a bit quite hot, but fret not, because GWM Malaysia has an optional accessory which you can sunshade cover for this glass. Yeah, fits perfectly. Yeah, nice. On the move, the Aura 07 actually took me by surprise, and it's quite a pleasant surprise because in the city, as you're just driving along like this on harsh roads, the suspension damping is actually very well sorted. I would say that this one has a softer, more supple tuning compared to the Tesla Model 3. And even if you head up into very tight roads like this, the 07 doesn't feel like a huge or particularly long car to drive. It's actually very easy to navigate. It's easy to, kind of check all 4 corners. And yeah, the steering is light, nice and easy. There's 3 driving modes for the steering as well as the general driving modes. So for the steering, there's normal, sport and comfort. I prefer to drive it in comfort because it's just, effortless, easy, and still offers quite nice feedback. Now, Aura has positioned the Good Cat in China as a sporty alternative. They have a name called Lightning Cat. Yeah, sends a jolt down your spine, right? But in fact, actually, you can feel there's some form of sportiness, athleticism through the steering wheel. If you dial it up into sport mode, yeah, it does that little rumble whenever you change the different drive modes. The steering kind of weights up. The electric motor is a little bit sharper. And this one, being just the long-range version with the lower power output, you still get quite a lot of fun behind the wheel of the 07. So it is actually quite a dynamic car to drive. Now once you get it up to speed, one trait in the 07 that quite surprised me is how quiet the car is. So I've learned that they're actually front acoustic glass and the front windows are actually double glazed, not the rear windows. So it actually keeps wind noise to a minimum. And as you're coasting along, the premium tires from the Hankook Ventus Evo S1 actually offers quite good rolling comfort and high-speed stability. You won't have to worry in the 07. Suspension is so well sorted, the body is so nice. When you come over this kind of ruts, nice. Very, very impressive in terms of the balance between sportiness and comfort. And if you come up to an empty straight, it's again very brisk, very eager to accelerate, hard on an acceleration. That's what you get in an EV. However, it's not as punchy or as exciting to drive compared to the Tesla Model 3 and BYD Seal. This one just offers a very good balance between the two. You have comfort, you have also sportiness when you want to take it into the corners. I think this is actually a very good balance for a daily EV. Activating ADAS or semi-autonomous driving in the 07 is similar to the previous Model 3. You have to, on the gear lever, you just push it down one more time and it tells you adaptive cruise control activated, please stay focused. And it will just follow the lanes, keep in line, and it actually projects the road markings as well as other vehicles around you on the center screen right here. I think this is actually very accurate and the refresh rate is just brilliant. So you always get a very accurate reading of what's going on around you. Yeah, it is very nice. Open, reliable alternative. Aura. That is the essence of the brand. And Aura has never made to cater for the mass market from the get-go. That brand ethos is shown in their name even. Now, the 07 is truly a car for those who dares to be bold, be different, and wants to stand out from the crowd. Because everything about it, from the design, the interior, the driving experience, is truly one of a kind with the Aura 07. I myself personally find that the driving experience is stellar, fantastic. I love how it drives, it rides very well, and the interior is definitely a plus point for me. Only the exterior, I'm still getting mixed feelings from it. But what do you guys think of the Aura 07? Would you pick this over a Tesla Model 3 or a BYD Seal? Let me know in the comment section below. As always, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this.